See, they've raised the bar so high.
Mhm.
There's no way you can raise the bar so high
Mhm.
and then give us expectations.
Mhm.
And then now towards the end of it, yeah, lose games left, right, and center. That's bottling.
That,
That's bottling.
that now comes back to the squad. It is not their fault that we are playing the way we play. It's because we don't have the technical
Okay,
quality and the
we don't have the
experience.
technical quality, but whose whose responsibility is it by they to not instill
Uh,
yeah that quality by then these players who in these players who are supposed to be coming for these other people who are not
the
there
quality,
currently. The West Ham game,
uh,
the Southampton game, by the
mhm,
way, the Liverpool game actually. If you watch
mhm,
the game, by the way,
mhm.
do you call that by the way? Don't you call that bottling?
That is not
The
bottling.
Southampton game.
It's not
What
bottling.
is it then?
For me, it's not bottling.
What is it?
It's just the Premier League is the Premier League,
No, no, no,
man.
no, no, no,
Any
man.
team can
You
come and
can't.
shine. Come to the post-match analysis. Man City 4, Arsenal 1. It was a difficult game at the Etihad. Disappointing night. Kind of expected that, but then with this squad, it is football, man. So what do you think of the game?
Yeah, man, it was expected. You saw it coming. I mean, clearly by the we can't lie. I mean, the truth is, man, we're really not on City's level. But it hurts. It's quite disappointing by the to see that these guys are actually not going to stand the league away from us because we had it in our hands. I mean, drawing three games: the West Ham game, the Liverpool game, the Southampton
Southampton.
game. Those are games we had, but they actually in our hands. And probably if we had those games by then our hands, even if we lost City's game, by then probably
Could not have been so worried about
yeah,
the outcome of this game.
yeah. But I mean, City's just a well-oiled machine. Like even if you're looking at the way they were playing, we're trying to try to take the energy up kidogo, and then all of a sudden they just kept on shutting us
Mm-hmm.
down. Uh hey man, what do I say, man? Man, it's disappointing. It's really, really
Yeah,
disappointing.
4 goals. Those goals, if you look at them, down through the only goal that we considered that was a set piece was the John Stones goal, but then all the other goals were clinical goals, tactically worked out goals, and we considered some silly mistakes, for the third goal, Odegaard giving away the ball, and then for the fourth goal, we were not able to win the aerial duel. It was a whole shambles from our boys.
Mm.
And if you look at it from this way, those guys, when they went to Man City, they controlled that game from the first minute to the last minute. Their mid was perfect. It was a perfect play from every player, from
Mm.
the goalkeeper up to Haaland in front. Everybody was phenomenal.
No, they're better than us. Like I mean, in each and every sector, they're better than us. Defense wise, they're better than us.
Mhm.
Attack wise, they're better than us. Midfield wise, they're also better than us. Experience wise, they're better
Yeah.
than us. I mean, they're just on another level by the and if they win the season, if they do the treble by the way, get the FA, get the Champions League. Actually, by the way, they need to get everything by the right now because they have, man, they have everything. They have everything. In fact, if they don't win the Champions League by this season, they'll have themselves to blame.
Mhm.
Looking at FA Cup, they also stand a very high chance of winning. With Premier League, we're a place where we're on tenterhooks. Really don't know what to say, but
You know,
it's done. I mean, we're now 2 points. There's now 2 points
it is
difference,
a
but the
2 point
2 point difference
difference,
with
and
two
they have
game
2 games
two
in
games in
hand.
hand.
So let's say if they win their games, they go 4 points ahead of us.
Yeah, they go 4 points ahead of us. So, and we still have hard games by the way. We still have Newcastle. We still have to go to Newcastle. We have Chelsea on Tuesday. We still have Brighton. So, man, man, the boys are not ready.
From today's game, what do you think should be the way forward? Our the mental strength of our boys.
Mhm,
Going forward, we still have 5 games which are not easy. We
mhm.
have Chelsea at home, we have Newcastle away, we have Brighton at home, and then we also have Wolves, which is not an easy game, and Nottingham too. Nottingham is fighting relegation, so they will also be fighting, and they'll be a tough team. So, for you, what do you think should be the approach? Going forward, what do you think should Ateta do and approach? How do you think he should approach these coming games, considering that We dropped a lot of points from Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton. A total of 6 points dropped.
Brother, I've
You know,
understood your question. Let me answer it. So the thing is this. The thing is this. We basically just need to play. They've been playing. We've been playing. I mean, we've been playing well the better part of the season. So I don't. I think these guys just need to, do what they've been doing, and probably maybe man, there's very little by there to be done at the moment. The thing is just let's play the way we've been playing the whole season.
I think personally, I think from today's game when Trossard came in with Jorginho,
Mhm,
with with Saliba away, we cannot play the way we started the game. I
mhm.
think we need to switch it up. We play with Jorginho, and we play with Jorginho and
And Trossard.
Trossard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jorginho should play instead of Xhaka,
Instead of Xhaka.
because that is the ball is more flowy. When we play when Jorginho came in,
Mm-hmm.
at least we possessed the ball more. Though even though we played in our own half more of the
Mm-hmm.
passes,
Mm-hmm.
we still had some bit of control. From around the 67th minute, there the 70th minute, we had some form of control. Even though Man City was totally dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, that is, I think, the approach that the coach should take going forward.
So basically, play. So basically, start
A midfield of Partey,
a
Jorginho,
midfield Partey and
and
Jorginho
Odegaard.
and Odegaard.
Yeah, and the front three of
Yeah.
at the flank, I think we should have Trossard,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't think Jesus should play in the Chelsea game. I think Martinelli can play centre forward,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saka plays his position. And then now we sub Jesus to come on for Martinelli in the second half.
Yeah,
That is, I think, what the approach should be.
yeah, because Jesus by the way of late has been very, 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 very extremely poor. By the way, I mean, he hasn't done much. By the way, for the past like
Since he came back,
since he came back,
he
by the
scored the first
the
game he
Leeds
was
game,
back.
he actually played very well. The Leeds game, that was
And
when he got his
then
penalty.
the Liverpool game, he
The
also
Liverpool game,
played
he
well
also
because
played
he
well,
scored
and then
and assisted.
we also had the West Ham game. Well, the West Ham game he also played well, but in the first half. But then the Southampton game was so poor. Yeah, he was actually not there by the whole time. I don't even remember actually even seeing him, making an attempt by the way. So
The past 4 games,
mhm,
we have been on unbeaten run. Even though we dropped points, we have not lost a game
mhm.
in, like, I think this is the 11th game, and
Mm,
now we have lost the game.
mm.
And that goes to show how good the Premier League is. When we drew at Liverpool, at Southampton, that was a game we should have won anyway. But
Mhm.
then that comes back to how the EPL is, and that is a shows the depth of our squad. With Saliba gone, we've been a bit shaky,
So
and yeah.
let me ask a question by the way. And I remember actually during the match we were actually having this argument where we are. Do you think by the way we bottled it?
I really don't think we have bottled the league,
Why?
because if you look at it, we started the season so well.
Mm-hmm.
We have had a very slight change in our backline.
Mm-hmm.
The Arteta build up starts from the backline to the front. The game is it's like when you are a driver. There's something they say, defensive driving. You secure yourself first before you attack, and that has been the game for us the whole season. But then immediately we lost Saliba, who was key in that style of play. We have lost everything. We have dropped points because now we have poor positioning of players. Holding has not been poor,
Mm-hmm.
but then he's not good for the system or the kind of
The
play up
system of
style we
play.
have.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that is now a big problem
Mm-hmm.
for it has been a problem, and we have seen the results for us over these past 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the way we conceded all those goals we have conceded in the past 4 games, it was because of all the players have been struggling. They changed. There's been a shift in the positioning of players. Someone like Partey, who usually plays in that midfield center, controlling the middle of the park, number 6. But since Saliba left, he's been playing with two mindsets. He has to come back and defend, and at the same time, he has to be on the pitch in the middle of the park to control the ball to flank that channel. And now that is now the big impact that we have felt
But
on
that is still
our
what.
squad depth.
So
So So acha nimalize kwanza. So hapo sasa ndo siwezi sema tumebottle because kitu ya kwanza what has affected us first is squad depth. We don't have that. We have a squad depth. Naweza sema we have squad depth, but then hatuna technical quality. If you look at a team like Man City, Ake is away, and then what did Akanji do today? He's been good. Akanji played so good. Saka atakuwa game. And that is now the big difference between a team like Arsenal and a team like Man City.
Okay, so
They have that experience and they have that type of players who can come in and get the job done. Unlike us, we have the players, but then we cannot really trust them to do the job as our first 11.
so what do you call that?
That is bad luck.
That's not bad luck.
If you say bottling,
So let me ask you. First of all, do you understand the meaning of bottling?
bottling ni like if you throw it away and you concede stupid goals,
And you give excuses.
No, it's not giving
No,
excuses.
look at the meaning of look at the meaning of bottling.
Achana na definition ya dictionary. Mimi nakwambia the reality. Unajua kwa grao huwezi enda uambie Saka ati you bottle the league.
No.
Because you have to understand where they're coming from.
Okay, listen. First of all, understand this, by the way. In terms of the way these guys have played, by the way, when the season started, by the way, we didn't actually have any expectations about them being in the Champions League. So, right, I mean, them winning the Premier League, we didn't have expectations of them. But you see, they've raised the bar so high. There's no way you can raise the bar so high and then give us expectations. And then now, towards the end of it, lose games left, right, and center. That's bottling. That's bottling.
That now comes back to the squad. It is not their fault that we are playing the way we play. It's because we don't have the technical quality and the
we don't
experience.
have the technical quality, but whose responsibility is it by they to not instill that quality by then these players who were supposed to be coming for these other people who are not
the
there
quality.
currently.
Some qualities are just natural. You cannot instill a technical quality on holding, to know how to control the ball from the back. Some things just come natural. That is why squad depth is important. You see, that is why if we are to have someone who is good as good as Saliba, hatungesema like angekuja na ashikilie game venye iko na to maintain our system of play, lakini all that comes back to the experience of our players. They are very young, and then it comes back to our depth, our type of players we have on the bench. Smith Rowe came in today for Odegaard, and then what happened? Smith Rowe was not even playing that well, and he's supposed to be a backup for Odegaard.
Rich, let me ask you, by the way, the West Ham game, the Southampton game, by the way, the Liverpool game, actually, if you watch the game, by the way, do you call that, by the way, don't you call that bottling?
That is not
the
bottling.
Southampton game.
It's not bottling.
What is it then?
For me, it's not bottling.
What is it?
It's just the Premier League is the Premier League, man.
No,
Any team can come and shine for you. Man City were beaten in their home ground by Brighton. So for me, I don't think the players are bottling.
The reason I'm saying, but they're bottling it, man, is because we're a place whereby right now mentally they're not set.
Yeah, and that comes down to the age, their experience.
Well,
but we can agree to disagree. If you think they're bottled, it's okay. And I also, personally, I don't think they're bottled, and that is okay too.
So the thing is this: kudos to them, kudos to the
they've
team
been good, man.
They've been good by the whole season. They actually raised the bar so. And you saw what you see. What's really disappointing is the fact that they raised the bar so high and sold us this dream.
That is now on you. The dream was on you.
No. They sold everybody the dream. Any Arsenal player, but
they never said that they wanted to win the league.
No.
They never said that.
They never
were
said
saying
that. But
we are going game after game.
But you see, Rage. Probably maybe we started Kenya Gunners late, by the way. But there's a time I remember actually when we're actually.
Yeah, there's a time I thought we could win the league.
Yeah, I mean,
but then I'm not surprised that this is happening right now.
Even if you look at the first video, no.
I'm not surprised.
You can't convince me otherwise. But the person who actually can convince me, by the way, is Edward Soy. And I'll actually you should actually put this video, by the way. No, wait. You know what Edward Soy said? He said that, be patient. First of all, this is Arsenal. We've seen these guys play, by the way. Till these guys finish the 38 games is when you can confidently say by the won the league. Yeah. But as we went ahead of ourselves.
No, what I was thinking, can they win the league? Yes, they can. Am I surprised that this is happening right now? I am not surprised, because it is what it is. Like ni watoto, like they are very young, and we are playing in the best league in the world, So any team that is struggling, they will come and get the points. They will come and fight for the game. Any team that wants to win, like Man City, 4 titles in 5 years, they will come and tell you that this is the reason why tumeshinda hizi 4 in 5 years. No, no. For me, I will honestly give these boys flowers, all the flowers. That is, I will not
They
blame
do
them for
deserve the
anything.
flowers. Listen, nobody's blaming them
I
for
won't
anything,
put
by the way.
anything on them.
Nobody's blaming them for anything. They've actually
Mhm.
did their best, by the way.
Yeah, they've
But the
done.
thing is this, honestly speaking, the last three games that they went, they drew all. Man, that's bottling. That's bottling, man.
Yeah, that is your take.
Rich,
Any
honestly
take
speaking,
yako.
Rich.
Usini convince.
Hold on,
Usijaribu kuni convince.
Man,
Kubali tu hii
no, no,
baki na opinion
listen,
yangu.
listen to me. You're on top of the league,
Eh,
all right?
Bado tuko on
You're
top of bottling, yes.
yeah. So I was telling you about the reason why I feel like these guys are bottled. Honestly speaking, Rich, you are there chasing for the league, and there's a team that is fighting. They're not even fighting for relegation. They're going to be relegated where they are.
Mhm.
All right.
But
And
you
then
know,
no, let me finish. Then all of a
yeah,
sudden,
yeah.
now this team comes, runs all over you. By the way, then you tell me that is not a bottle job. That's a bottle job, man. You are chasing the league. How do you allow such a team, by the way, to actually come and bully you around? In fact, like I was telling you, by the way, that game actually lucky by the way to actually even come out with a draw. Because the way those boys played the game, they played it so pathetically. It was such a pathetic. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's a bottle job. The West Ham game, 2-0 up. Then last minute, the second half, you guys now start playing your own things. Man, that's a bottle job.
Okay.
And the thing is this, there's no problem with these guys bottling it. You know, they're young, they're inexperienced. As time goes on, probably maybe, they'll get that together, they'll get a grip, and then probably, we'll be in the Man City level. But they sold us a dream. Man, they sold us a dream, and it was nice while it lasted, but mine is it's disappointing. Disappointing.
Yeah,
But
that's
let's
very
move.
true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Mhm.
You think it's a bottle job? I don't think it is, because I think the Premier League is just a very tough league. We have a young squad. We lack the squad depth. There is a lot of actual real reasons that I can say. I think are the reasons we have had a poor run of form in the past 4 games. And I will not say they bottled it. I think I'll just say kudos to them. Thus far, the dream was Champions League. Then we have been playing good football the whole season. But then when the going gets tough, they say the tougher get going. I think our boys are tough, but then they have not been in this position. They have not had this pressure, and so the pressure was on them, and the pressure is on every team. Chelsea Liverpool was having pressure when we drew with them. Liverpool was under pressure because they are chasing European football.
Right.
West Ham is under pressure because they are in the
Also fighting for
relegation zone.
relegation, yeah.
Southampton the same. They are fighting relegation. Man City now coming to Man City at home, the best team in Europe. It is a very tough game, and that is now, you can say it is just the Premier League is what it is. The Premier League is just very tough, and
The Premier League is tough, yes,
for our
but
players, for our young players, they just felt the pressure and they crumbled.
Yeah, the
But then
Premier-
I can say that we can rise again, we can go further, and it is not yet over.
Well,
Two games
anyway.
at hand are 2 games at hand. A point is better than 2 games at hand.
Yeah, it's not yet
Can say
over.
that.
It's not yet over. I mean, this is football. Anything is, who knows? Probably Man City could probably even lose the 2 games they have in hand. So nobody knows. But
Yeah.
honestly speaking, we've really put ourselves in a very, 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 very bad position.
It is bad.
Yeah, and this is something probably we ought to have sorted earlier on. The 3 games, man, the 3 games, and this is the same thing that actually happened last season when we missed out by then the top 4. So,
Yeah.
well, you have your thoughts, I have my thoughts, but for me, I personally think it's a bottle job. And
Yeah, we can agree to disagree, and that is okay.
yeah. So
Yeah. Thank
anyway,
you for watching.
Thank you for watching. If you're new,
And,
issue, like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you thought.
Do you
of,
think it is a bottle job from our boys, or do you think they have done well this season? Let us know your opinion in the comment section there down below, and let's keep the conversation going.
All right. See you in the Chelsea game.
Come on, you Gunners.